Hello, beautiful people. Thank you for tuning in with my show. Not really sure if this is about love. I guess it can be. Um, but the name of the show today is called Creating Your Own Magic, and I want to talk to you about that. But I do have a funny story to tell you before I get really started into the meat of this. A few days ago, I was getting dressed in my room, and for some odd reason, I thought to myself, I wish I had a rich uncle or a rich relative that would leave me a lot of money. Because nobody in my family is wealthy. Um, my dad has money, but he'll outlive me, I'm sure. Um, so I get this. My mother was married to a gentleman for like 18 years. She married him when I was 9, and I have a half sister and a half brother out of that marriage. Love them both very, very dearly. We still keep in contact all the time. And the last time I saw this gentleman, 'cause he and my mother got divorced, I want to say I was in my late 30s when. No, I was. They were married for 18 years, so I was in my early 30s, late 20s maybe, when they got divorced. And the last time I saw him, I was in my late 30s at my sister's wedding, and he was very rude to me. And he told me that, I tried to talk to him, and he told me, he said, well, Lisa, our paths don't cross anymore, whatever. And later he told my sister that he knew that he was mean to me, but that when he divorced my mother, he divorced me too. So and that really hurt me because I was just a child. I didn't have, I was never married to him. So you don't just cut children off like that. But anyway, all's good. So that's been, I'm 57, so that's been many, many, many years. And so I get this text from my sister yesterday, who is the executor of his will. And she says to me, Dad wants to know, no, she asked me when my birthday was. And I was thinking, maybe she's putting together some sort of a birthday thing for everybody, but I thought she knew my birthday. So I told her, and she said, well, what year were you born? Was it 63 or 61? She said, Dad is, it's Dad's making some sort of a trust. And I was like, what? It was so funny. I said, what? A trust for what? What is he going to do? Is he like trying to put me on his will so that if he leaves a lot of bills, I got to participate in paying for them? And so we talked a little bit about it, and evidently, as it turns out, this gentleman, my stepfather, ex-stepfather, I guess, is like including me in his will, I guess. And my sister shared with me that he's come into some wealth, and he'll probably outlive me. But anyway, the point is that I put that thought out, and 2 or 3 days later, I get this text from my sister about how he wants to put me into his trust or whatever. So today it's really about creating your own magic, and we wonder. I know that many of us work and work. We have an idea and we work and work and work, and sometimes it just seems like the idea is not working out, or we're working so hard, and you wonder, well, how is this other person over here so successful at what they're doing and I am not? And so, we wonder, like, when is my ship going to come in? And the question I have for you is, what exactly are you manifesting? You have to think about that, know what you want. And often we manifest something, but there's some sort of a blockage of us getting to it. And I will never forget my friend Billy, who plays in a band, and we both have shared a lot of stuff. And one day we were talking, and he said, Lisa, everything that you want everything that you've manifested, it's already there. I'm like, what? No, it's not. He said, yes, it is. Once you put that thought out there, universe will, they've already orchestrated to make it happen. It's like, it's over here, and you're over here, and everything that you've asked for, it's already been given to you, but you got to get to it. And when you try to get to it, you stumble along blockages that keeps you from getting to it. And it made so much sense. I was like, I think you're right. And I did, at the time when we were talking, there was a lot of blockage going on in my life because my mind, my thoughts were thinking of things of the past and something that had hurt me very badly. I couldn't seem to move forward. And I had to really, ask myself, what exactly is it that I want? And for a long time, long time, I had been manifesting doing some sort of a show of some kind and interviewing people. And I absolutely love interviewing people that that have some type of interest in some of the things that I'm interested in. Metaphysics and things that are out of this world. So I knew that I had been working all along, the seeds were planted, I've been working all along, but yet at the same time, there was a blockage, has been a blockage for a really long time, at least for 3 years, and it wasn't just that, it was other things as well. And one night, I was in Louisiana. I was there for about a month. And no offense to people that live in Louisiana, but I gotta tell you, I had a month of Louisiana and I've seen all of it that I care to see. I never want to go back again. Mardi Gras, I went during Mardi Gras and I worked Mardi Gras for a while. And I'm good. Never need to see Mardi Gras ever again. But my very last night in Louisiana, I had a dream. And one of the things that had been blocking me was that I was trying to get over the pain of a relationship. And I still cared very deeply for that other person. And so I had this dream, and in the dream, there was this person's house, and then above his house, like this is his house, and above his house was like this. It was like floating. It was like a sanctuary, floating, and I'm up in the sanctuary, and it has a dome-shaped window, kind of like this, or like I'll show you. It was a dome-shaped window like that, and the window had it didn't have any window or covering. It was just wide open. And so I'm floating up there in the air, and I'm holding my hands out like this because all of a sudden these birds are coming in through the window, and they're landing in my hand, and I'm just like, wow, look at all these birds. They're right in my hands. This is so cool. And they're just flying all around me, and I'm holding them, and I turn and look at the window that's open, which was to my left, and floating towards me was this huge angelic being, wearing some sort of a green, very flowy, silky fabric, and there was a yellow aura all around this person. And the only way that I could describe it is there were also like magical stars, like when you watch a Disney movie, the beginning of the movie, it has, like Disneyland, it has all the stars kind of popping. That's what it looked like. And so as I'm like really in awe over looking at these birds landing in my hand, and I'm seeing this angelic being floating towards me, this being said, see all the magic? You can make your own magic. You can do whatever you want. You have the power to do it. And with like that, I was downstairs, like, remember I told you this was the sanctuary and this was the person's house that I had a breakup with. I was immediately in that house, sitting with that person, talking face to face. And we're just sitting on the couch talking. And when I woke up, I heard a voice say to me, you can have that or you can have that. You can't have both. And the reason why I couldn't have both is because this person that I had that relationship with had a lot of really bad karma on him. And I couldn't be successful in the things that I wanted to do and continue to stay with that person, because what was revealed to me later, that every woman that he is with, she is picking up, his energy just overflows onto that person, and he drags her down with everything that he does and with all the karma that he has. So I realized that I needed to remove myself away from ever wanting to be with this person or to think about him, because that's what was blocking me. I mean, everything that I had wanted was already here, like my friend said, and so I was so close, but that blockage. So once I began to understand that and remove that obstacle out of my way, clear my thoughts, the vision became much more clear. And one day, and I started doing, I have been doing things that I want to do, and the blessings just keep coming and coming and coming. I'm like, oh my goodness, have I died and gone to heaven or something? But one day I recently, about last month maybe, I was thinking about all the things I had manifested, and it's like, when is this ever going to happen? When am I going to be able to create all this magic that, I was told that I could do whatever I wanted to do and create whatever I want to create? And it was later that afternoon something came to me, and I heard this voice say, you're already doing it. You're doing it. Just keep doing it. And it was like ding, 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 the light bulb came on, and I realized, wow, I am doing it. I am creating my own magic. I am doing what I love to do and what I want to do. Am I filthy rich from it? No. And will I ever be filthy rich from it? Probably not. But do I love doing it? Absolutely. And it will grow. So the message really that I have, out of this whole thing is that if you've manifested something and there's something that you want, you have to think about, what is it that's blocking you from getting to what you want? Because if you've already put it out there to the universe of something that you want to happen in your life, the universe has already given it to you. Now it's just a matter of getting to it. And what is it that's blocking you from getting to what you want? Or could it be that you're already making the magic that you want to see happen in your life, but maybe you still have to continue to work to get, till that ship comes in. It's getting there. It's getting there. Keep working. But if you've got something that's blocking you from even getting started with what you want to do, you've got to remove that blockage. And I've had a lot of people say, well, that's really easy to say, but how do you do it? Well, it's you can do it. It's all in the mind and how you train your mind. And I can help you in many ways as well. If you want a tarot reading with me, you can always go to my website and sign up to have one. It's at www.gypsyspiriccharleston.com. But hey, let's get out there and make our own magic. Why not? You are the one that's in control of your life. So I encourage you to um, remove those obstacles and every day that you have for the rest of your life to be a very magical one. Thank you so much for joining in, and I will talk to you again next week. Thank you. Bye bye.